So over the years that I did community development through Neighborhood Place at the Town of Penhold, we had such a dynamic group to work with, and I think we really rallied the community to get involved and identify community issues and say, these are our issues and these are our solutions for how we think that we as a community want to get together and resolve our own issues. And that kind of community capacity building, it was just such a gratifying experience for me. And some of the things that we were able to do during the years that I acted in that job was we brought restorative justice to the community. We had a youth employment program where we gave youth employability skills. They went into a 12-week program where they learned life skills and budgeting and employment skills. And then they actually went out in the community and engaged in a community project that gave them skills they could put on their resumes. And then we actually added a third piece to that in the second year that we did the project, where they got jobs and the workers would go to the jobs and help coach them into the actual real live workforce. Incredibly successful, not just for our community, but we had young people come from Springbrook and Innisfail and even Red Deer to come and work in the program. And that was that to me was one of our crowning achievements. We started a Women's Wellness Day, which is carrying on to this day. We engaged in so many great community connectivity projects that were so meaningful.
I think one of the most important things about Danielle is that she was able to take our ideas and help us develop our ideas into actions and concrete plans and initiatives.
One of the things that I learned during my time doing community development for the Town of Penhold was about community values and how everything has to be driven by community values. And sometimes we're sort of in an identity crisis. A lot of communities are, but particularly in a bedroom community, you find that there's sort of a lack of community identity. And without having those values as a starting point and building all of your actions and your plans and your programs around those values, it seems to just be a bunch of one-off hit and miss kind of scattered capacity building, and you don't develop that really strong core. So we realized that we needed to establish our core values as a community and build all of our plans around our core values, and always ask ourselves, how does this decision or how does this program or activity or event marry back into and further our values of who we are, who we've identified ourselves to be as a community. That's been really important. The Penhold School, and in my days doing community development, I worked really closely with the school, and it was certainly one of the most enriching experiences of my life. One of the things that we did with the young people is we talked to them about how to be a leader instead of a follower, and how that could set them on a course for success in life, and they could develop good resiliencies that way. So we did a number of really important programs. We had lost the DARE program, for example, so we just sat down as a group and wrote an 8-week curriculum for the kids and basically gave them all the principles that the DARE program offers them, but we did it in a Penhold homemade kind of a way, and that was really cool. We also did this annual leadership summit where the grade 7s and 8s went around the community with their little conference bags and attended workshops on things like financial literacy and the qualities of a leader, some life skills stuff, and the kids just really enjoyed that, and you saw them just grow and blossom through those opportunities. Really, really great stuff that I was really proud to be part of. The program that's been run in Alberta for many years has been a really important part of the education of young people to help them learn about the foibles of alcohol and drug addiction and abuse, and to give them the resiliencies to overcome and avoid those obstacles that those things can place in their lives. But we went through a time period where the DARE funding was not available to us, at least here in Penhold, and I think it was suspended. around the province for a number of years, and we thought it was just so important. So we as a community sat down together and decided, well, what could we do? We raised the money ourselves and we wrote the curriculum ourselves based on the DARE model, but did it in a way that was particularly relevant to our community and our young people and what we felt they needed. And the school was great, worked with us, and we delivered that 8-week program, and at the end the kids got a certificate just like they do when they go through DARE, and the kids were really proud of that, and to me it was really wonderful to see the kids sort of grow and learn through that 8-week process. We are at the Penhold Regional Multiplex, a facility that we are incredibly proud of here in the community. And you know, when we drive up with people or when we're touring people around the facility, they say, I cannot believe that a small community of just 2,500 people has a magnificent facility like this. And we're very fortunate, but we've worked very hard to get here to this facility that opened in 2010. We realized when I was doing community development that I read a book called The Great Third Place, and we realized through that communities that are vibrant and healthy have a third place. And by that I mean you have your place of residence and you have your place of work, but communities that are active and healthy and connected have a third place or a social hub to go to where they get their community. And we used to have a curling rink here in Penhold, but it burned down in, I believe, the late 70s. And ever since then, the community never really kind of had that social hub to gather together and have that fabric of community. So when I was working for the town, we did a community needs assessment, and the community said, yes, this is what we want and this is what we want to see in it. By the time I joined council in 2007, we were ready to begin the detailed design phase. So I was able to sit on the detailed design team and go through and design the facility. And then we started building, and we really had the perfect storm of circumstances when the economy tanked and the government rolled out all of the stimulus dollars, as well as materials went down in price and labor became available, and as a result we have this magnificent facility, and we were able to do it at a net debt to the community of $2.5 million, $22 million facility, and our community only bears a $2.5 million debt as a result of that. And I mean, we're proud of the financial responsibility that we've taken and the way that we've been able to accomplish that, but mostly we're just proud of what a great hub this is for our community. In a bedroom community, which is what Penhold is, people go elsewhere to other communities to work, and we were finding we were having a difficulty with parents having to register their children in other communities to go to school because they couldn't get childcare in our community, and that was identified as a real issue, needing accessible and affordable childcare in the community. So we were very happy to be able to work together as a community with the Chinook's Edge School Division and the Town of Penhold to implement before and after school care in the community. We started out in one of the classrooms in the Jesse Duncan School, and we were there for a few years, and then Chinook's Edge worked with us to get a grant to be able to get this portable and get it placed here next to Jesse Duncan School. And now we've expanded the program so that not only is it before and after school care, but it's also kinder care because of half-day kindergarten. Kids can come on the other half of their day. It enables parents to put their kids in school in the community in which they live and have the confidence that they're getting quality care, affordable care, and that they can just come and pick the kids up on their way home from work, and they're right here in the community, and they can attend school in the community that they live in.